A very good afternoon to you all. Welcome back to the Life's Good. And what a lovely afternoon it is again. Absolutely gorgeous. The sun is shining. It's a sunny afternoon and I've been able to get outside and do a few things in and around the garden. Well, we popped out this morning with the intention of purchasing some milk. We ran out of milk, as you do, and a couple of other odds and ends, so we popped out in the car. And I'd spotted whilst I was at work a small garden nursery not many miles away from home at a little place called Earsdon. Now we popped out there this morning and paid a visit to have a look and see what it was like, and I made a quick couple of clips whilst I was there. Take a look at these. Just wanted to show you this, guys. We found this little gem of a nursery this morning. It's a few miles from home. Never been here before. It's in the village of Earsdon, and we popped up here Sunday morning and discovered this. It's absolutely wonderful. It's a no-frills nursery supplying all manner of plants. We've yet to go inside the shop area to see what else they've got, but this display out here, you can't imagine the aromas coming from these plants. Lovely flowers, the violas and the pansies. Stunning colours. What better than on a Sunday morning having a little wander around a little place like this. Absolutely fantastic. In my last video, one of my last videos, guys, you'll remember I sort of showed you that flower that my father used to call the frost flower or the frost plant. Well, we found them in this little nursery, and I'm not sure if I'm going to pronounce this right, but it looks like Cineraria maritima. I'm going to have to look up exactly what Cineraria is or how you pronounce it, but we found these in this nursery, and they look absolutely fabulous mixed in amongst colourful plants. I don't think they flower. If they do, they probably have quite an innocuous yellow flower, if I remember rightly, but I'm not sure that they produce any sort of flowers of any description. But very good to mix in with other colourful plants in baskets, tubs, etc. Well, considering we popped out for milk, we've got quite a nice haul. Looking forward to getting stuck into this lot. Well, we're back home, guys. We've got our haul of plants, and I bought some compost as well, which we needed. Now, we bought a Senetti. My wife likes the Senettis. We've put that in the pot already, in that blue sort of ceramic pot at the back of the table there. It looks absolutely wonderful. It's going to look stunning on the decking. That pot used to contain marigolds, and as in my previous video, there was a mystery as to how the marigolds vanished, which was solved, and the culprit has been dealt with, and I'll show you a little bit more about that a bit later on. However, the Senetti is now in that blue pot. That's going to look lovely on the deck. We've got a selection of other plants there, and I'd like to explain some of those to you, or show you what we've purchased. So just bear with me. I'm going to put my my apple lemonade at the back there, out of the way. Now we wanted to revamp the area around the pond. That little area is like a little rockery, and there's lots of pebbles and gravel and a sort of pile of earth there around the pond. And it did have some lovely plants in, but they've gradually disappeared. They've been damaged by weather, or a little bit of other damage like rabbits and so on chewing them off. There's an aircraft about to take off. We'll have to put up with that one, guys. I keep starting and stopping these videos because of the noise. Unfortunately, they're taking off this way today, and we just have to put up with that. Crikey. I think I've had 6 interrupt me so far. I'm really frustrated on the filming today, guys. Every time I switch the camera on, something happens to interfere. We're doing our best. Bear with me. Right, there's a motorcycle. It's all happening this afternoon. Right, this little plant here. Now these plants were 4 for £10.50, so one was £3. You got 4 for £10.50, which is not too bad. It's a good value for money, I think. And they're well established. They're in 4-inch pots. They're a good size. And this one is an Aubretia, not something I'm familiar with. It's an F1 Katy Purple Shades. Fancy name. Sounds like a country singer. But Katy Purple Shades, Aubretia. We're looking forward to seeing this one start to spread around in the pond area. It does form a mound shape. It sort of slowly spreads and is low on the ground, not much more than about 10 or 12 centimeters high, I wouldn't imagine, and clump forming. So that'll look nice on the area around the pond. And if it does spread, then maybe we can separate it and put a few more in other locations. So that's one way of propagating this and getting more plants from this one. So that's the Aubretia. I'll put that over there on the left. This one's going to challenge me. This one's really going to challenge my pronunciation. Lewisia, Cotyledon, Elise. Yeah, it's an unusual looking plant. It's got some lovely stems here with pink, white and orange colours in the flowers. It looks a bit like a succulent, I suppose, in terms of this sort of rosette of rubbery leaves in the middle, and these wonderful long stems with these beautiful little pink, white and orange flowers. I'm just having a little sniff there. There's a slight fragrance to this one. There's a bit more fragrance on the purple one, but they look wonderful, and I think that would also look nice against the pebbles and the gravel and in that pond area. Here we've got some pinks as well. The Dianthus Dinetta pink. Beautiful little pink flowers. They're a member of the carnation family, but a much smaller flower on these. They look lovely, and you can grow these on from cuttings quite easily. Take a cutting and pot it up. It will grow on. They're quite easy to do, so we hope to get more plants from this one. But again, it's going to look lovely in the sort of rockery area behind that pond. And the last one here, now this one's really going to challenge me. This is Scabiosa, Columbaria, Mariposa blue. Sounds like a Harry Potter spell. Scabiosa, my goodness, what a name. Unusual plant. Looks like a thistle. It's got brittle spiky leaves, and it's got a tall stem with a sort of a pearled flower head. They apparently do open. They do open out into a sort of a fluffy ball, like a pom-pom. So we're interested to see what that looks like when we eventually get that in the ground and have it established. And the other two plants we picked up today was what Cheryl likes. These are a red flowered strawberry. They have the lovely red flowers on. The strawberries from these are really succulent and very sweet and a good size. We've had these before, very successful, and we're hoping to take more plants from this. As it produces runners, we might peg them out, put them into pots and grow on more plants. We're going to put these in a tub or a container separate from our other stock. Now this is an F1 called Toscana, F1 Toscana. Lovely little strawberry plant, very prolific, heavy cropper. Yeah, we're going to keep those, grow them, and hopefully produce more plants from these original two plants, so we can include those into our strawberry stock at some point in the future. Well, I can't believe how many interruptions I've had this afternoon, guys. We've had all sorts. We've had aircraft, motorcycles, ambulances, children playing, you name it. We've had all that going on in the background whilst I'm trying to film my videos. Not to worry, it's all part of life's circle, life cycle, I don't know. But we've managed. So it's the end of a Sunday afternoon. We're just relaxing in the sun on our little deck. Our little tub of gerberas with a new marigold planted in here. I had one spare. I put that in there to replace the one that went missing. And The Senettis are sitting here. They look absolutely lovely, absolutely stunning. I love the Senettis, and they will flower right through the summer, giving us lots of colour on this deck. And that tub, incidentally, was the one that contained the vanishing marigolds. So we'll approach that subject in a minute. So the rest of the garden's looking wonderful. We've got the sun in our face at the moment, so it might be a bit difficult for you to see. Looking back on the deck there, Cheryl's enjoying a bit of a moment in the sun, and looking at her plants and working out where she's going to put them. Hi, Cheryl. And yeah, it's everything's lovely. We're just enjoying a bit of tranquility in our little haven here. Now the marigold culprit. We need to broach this subject. Here is Bob. Bob is currently eating a plant or two, and Bob was responsible for the vanishing marigolds and a few other things in the garden, weren't you, Bob? Now Bob is currently in bunny prison. We've created this little cage for him, this little enclosed area. He can't complain. He's got a little bit of a lawn area. He's got his little hut here and a bit of shelter, a few things to jump on, hide. He's getting looked after. But he has been sulking. He's been sitting in this corner looking glum. So not a happy bunny at the end of the day. But we can't be having Bob destroying all of our flowers. So unfortunately we had to take steps to solve that issue. He has been spoken to, he does understand, and he is now confined to this area when he's outside in the garden. He does come in at night, and he does have the run of the home and the kitchen, and he sits on the sofa and he watches TV and gets spoiled rotten. But when he's out here, he can no longer access the flowers, which we want to enjoy, and not him eating. So here we go, guys. It's the afternoon. It's a lovely sunny evening. I'm going to go indoors and prepare some supper, and we're going to sit outside and enjoy the sunshine and the rest of our Sunday afternoon. So whatever you're doing, you take care, look after yourselves, have fun, come back and see us soon. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell, and keep up to date with what's going on in the Life's Good, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye now.